The Society for Creative Anachronism is a not-for-profit historical organization that focuses on the time period of 600 to 1600, so there's a little something for everyone. Over the course of this documentary, you're going to see several segments where people in our organization are going to tell you about their experience, what they enjoy, and what our organization is all about. I hope you enjoy it.
The SCA was started some 40 years ago for the purpose of studying lifestyles, customs, and traditions of the Middle Ages. We cover everything from 600 AD to 1600 AD. And we try to emulate and recreate crafts, arts, war styles, costuming, lifestyles, and history of the Middle Ages. We're not a living history group as much as we are a research and recreation group. We don't live the Middle Ages as they were as much as we live the ideals that were brought forth in the Middle Ages of chivalry and honor. We recreate the customs and we recreate the people who lived in those times and try to understand how they lived, the conditions they lived under, and the things that they thought were important.
First time I ever saw the SCA was on a show called Real People when I was a kid. And I saw all the guys out there fighting and stuff, and I thought, man, that looked cool. So I came up with about a dozen different ways to make armor, make swords, so I could fight like they did. And but I never could get talking to the kids into doing much real fighting with them.
The SCA was founded in around 1966 in Berkeley, California. And it started out as a small group of people who wanted to understand what it was like to have lived in the Middle Ages.
I'm not sure how much it is touted about currently, but the entire organization, the SCA, came from one of Paul Anderson's books, I believe The Broken Sword. They had a group in Berkeley that would occasionally get together and have period parties in costume, and they decided one time to do a medieval party, a theme party based off his book, and had so much fun at it they started doing it on a regular basis, and that was actually the start of the SCA.
It has since blossomed to an international nonprofit educational corporation, also based in Berkeley, California, of some 50,000 members. Each member chooses a persona.
Well, I developed my persona by reading up on a particular time period. For me, it was 16th century Ireland. I read up on people who would have lived in that time period, like Ben Jonson, and adjusted it to, I guess, the personality I wanted to portray, and what style of fighting he would have done.
Nice ball.
My favorite part about it is definitely the fighting and all the people that I get to kill. It's fun. Rapier style fighting is considered to be called light fighting in the SCA as compared to heavy fighting.
We have these events where we teach each other these kind of ideals, these kind of crafts, these kinds of values, and these kinds of skills. The entire purpose of the SCA is to keep these values and these crafts alive and forefront in our minds, if not in the minds of the people that we come in contact with.